every Iowan benefits from a strong agriculture. It's hard to imagine a strong Iowa without a strong agriculture.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the State of Soy. I'm Aaron Putsey, and we're after the fair, but we're capturing this conversation during the great Iowa State Fair that just concluded, and I'm visiting with our Iowa Agriculture Secretary, Mike Naig. And Mike, first of all, what do you love about the Iowa State Fair?
Well, what's not to love about the Iowa State Fair? It's a great way to showcase Iowa agriculture. It's everything from the livestock showing that's going on the south side of the grounds, or the chance to sample some of Iowa's great food products. It's all great. And here's the other thing, it might be the most meaningful agriculture experience that somebody has in a given year. Right. That is a huge opportunity for us. I think we do pretty well at that, but it's always a good thing to do at the great Iowa State Fair.
It is, and agriculture is a masterpiece here in our state.
It is.
Why is agriculture so prevalent in a state like Iowa?
We were made for it, I always say, and it's no accident that we lead the nation in corn and soybean production, and then it's what do we do with that commodity agriculture? We feed that corn or that soybean to something, our strong livestock industry, our biofuels industry. But really, we're just scratching the surface on what we can do with those. Consider soybean and corn to be raw materials that then we can crack those things down and make more bio-based products, more bio-based chemicals. There is so much opportunity going forward when it comes to domestic energy production, domestic renewable material production. This is something that Iowa is incredibly well positioned to do, but also to really benefit from.
So you make it back and forth the cylinder. I know where the home is, where the farm is. What are some issues trending right now, top of mind for farmers and for agriculture?
Unfortunately, and I guess it's the way it is every year, weather is our number one issue, and so drought has been a challenge for folks. And we've got parts of our state that look phenomenal, and then of course parts of the state that unfortunately I think will see yield reductions because of the dry conditions. But we also know that that's part of agriculture. You can't control those things. You can try to manage your risk around those things, and that's part of what we do. But again, I think the things that are top of mind for folks are the ag economy is strong, with a caveat. There's quite a bit of uncertainty out in the future as you look ahead. The price of fertilizer, the price of fuel, and none of us want uncertainty in our businesses or the farm, and that's what we're staring down right now. The impacts of inflation. Supply chain disruptions that continue and frankly may continue for some time. So I think those are the top issues that I'm hearing about when I'm visiting with farmers across the state.
So last question, what is the one thing that you want people to know most about Iowa agriculture and about Iowa's farm families?
Well, I think what gets lost sometimes is that every Iowan benefits from a strong agriculture. And in fact, I always say it's hard to imagine a strong Iowa without a strong agriculture. And so I do think that we need to continue to do a great job. We're going to continue to be focused on being productive and lowering our environmental footprint, and those are the right things to be doing. But how can we continue to really build out and connect with consumers, explain what we do on the farm, explain why that's important, and explain why we're listening to consumers as well in the food and ag industry. And I always hope that, if we can look back over the last couple of years with the unprecedented challenge and supply chain disruptions, wouldn't it be great if one of the silver linings that came out of that was people had a better appreciation of where their food comes from? And so let's be productive in that conversation. Let's try to be opportunistic and connect the dots and really connect with consumers.
Well, we celebrate agriculture at the Iowa State Fair, and agriculture is on display every day during the year in this great state of Iowa. Reporting from the just concluded Iowa State Fair with our Iowa Ag Secretary Mike Naig, I'm Aaron Putsey.
Everything starts with the land. We really respect farmers.
There's nothing that we cannot help a client with. So the brokerage, the management, the appraisal, and the investment are four pillars that really go so well together.
We work with a lot of really great people working incredibly hard to provide for their families, their community, and the country.